video showing you how to stretch watercolour paper. Now you always need to stretch watercolour paper if you're going to use any amount of water in your washes when painting in watercolour paper. So this will be a wee demonstration, just showing you quickly how to do it properly. Pad of watercolour paper. Okay, so you don't use cartridge paper because it really isn't worth it. This piece of watercolour paper, and what we're going to do is, just assuming that you in your house don't have a big Belfast sink, we're just going to fully immerse it in the shower or the bath for 2 minutes. Okay, now I've put a flannel on the drain of the shower, it's fully immersed, and we just leave it there for 2 minutes. I've got an egg timer here, so I'll just switch that on now. Okay, that's 2 minutes. I'm going to get my paper from the shower tray. There we go. Now I'm going to just lay it on my drawing board. Here's my drawing board here. It's just a piece of 3-ply plywood from the local hardware store. It's very important to use untreated absorbent wood rather than varnished wood. Okay, so now I'm just going to use the heel of my hand from the centre out, just stretching the fibres of the paper just a little bit more. The idea being that when we finish this, the fibres of the paper are at their most expanded state, so that when you start painting, when the paper's dry again, the fibres can't expand to make hills and valleys as you paint. So that's it, nice and flat, no air bubbles. And so we're going to use some gum strip. This is gum strip. You have to buy this in an art suppliers. It's paper with a gum on the back. Now you can pre-cut your lengths of paper if you like. So I'm just going to do this. Dip the gum strip into the water once. Take off the excess water with your fingers. And apply the gum strip to the 4 sides of your watercolour paper, ensuring that they overlap. Okay. Quick dip, scissors with your fingers, just to make sure the water's on the gum all the way down. Quick dip, scissors. Now I'm putting the tape a third on the paper and 2/3 on the board, approximately. Another tip, take the gum strip from the inside of your roll. Saves it getting all messy. Okay, and that's side 4. Okay. Now what happens is, the paper being thicker, dries more slowly than the gum strip. So that when the gum strip dries, the paper's held taut like a drum, and therefore it's kept in its expanded state. Now if we're in the bathroom anyway, you might as well get a little towel and help this gum strip to dry more quickly. Now, well, this is a more industrial sized roll if you are going to be painting a lot. It's good value to buy a big roll like that. Okay, so now you need to let your paper dry flat. Okay, you can't let it dry like this, because what will happen is all the water will run down, pull at the bottom here on your tape, and pull the tape off. Also, don't let it dry near a heater or anything, because it will just dry one side more quickly than the other. Okay, that's it. Leave to dry. Oh, and another tip while we're here, don't try using masking tape or sellotape instead of the gum strip. They will not adhere to a wet surface. Okay? Must be gum strip. Okay, I'm just going to leave this board here to dry in the sun. We always have the sun here, so that's pretty handy. But of course you can just leave it anywhere in your house. Now, here's a piece that's just been stretched before. You can see how it's lovely and taut. It's really nicely stretched paper ready for painting. Sometimes, I don't know if you can see, but the board is slightly buckled. Now this doesn't bother me in the slightest. It actually makes the paper more like a canvas. But if it really does bother you, then next time you stretch paper, just stretch it on the back and it will buckle the other way. Okay.